We're not seeing too much gameplay right now. It's only a minute and 30 seconds left into the round. And there we go. M-Star coming in hot with the block. Demaya deleted. Auron from short looking to go for a little Eagles eyesight view here. Here with Raga, 2 frags for HyperSpirit. A little bit of an introduction to both teams. So we're continuing out here for the next day on our contenders series, I believe. And Misa will be trying to utilize that in long gap to make it a frag. It's the most important part right now. In phase, the fast actually does do that. Mage. So far, not much happening. The terrorists are around. Oh, what a beautiful flash goes over the Giocardo, not actually being able to utilize it. Have a missed of an opportunity there. Raya gets a shot with a scout, but how much of that is going to maintain back the terrorist? It doesn't look like that. But actually, no, never mind. Raga gets another little triple K. Where's the ace? But can we see that? Actually, 3 kills are in his inventory. We need to do more. Critical steals the opportunity and the man, the myth. And it's a continuance overall. We do see that at least Misa Esports actually coming back a little bit. I'm sorry to our viewers if there's a little bit of a lack of communication right now. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties with the stream. Somehow we broke it down. But that's not too important. We're going for a little temper. Actually picking it up after that beautiful round beforehand. I kind of completely missed out. Sorry about that. Demage killed off, which is going to be very much difficult once they switch up sides. And there we go, Raga. It's a nice little shot with the AWP fast, pushing out long. A couple of shots connected, gets a double as well. He has to push Ion. Critic and Adron left alone around CT will have to be checking double angles. I mean, it's really going to come down to an off play of each other. And so far, not too bad. Ooh, but what was that? Did I just miss a knife completely? I was looking at chat going for M-Star. Well, okay, so M-Star. I guess my vocabulary, my pronunciation of these names correctly. Giocardo actually topped off with a great headshot fast, and Metrovsky making a double commendation here to get a good kill. Fast going for that plant right now. As we're continuing on counting, 40 seconds, Adron connects a headshot. I mean, on paper right now, this slowly entering. Does miss out fast, pushing down ramp. Sounds miles better. Oh, right. Sorry for there's a little bit of a delay between me and chat, but thanks everybody for telling me how it looks and goes right now. Demage and Raga gets 3 kills actually. Faz and HiGHLiGHTS are left all alone. HiGHLiGHTS comes out of nowhere and is dead from a kind of a glory kill. There's no really need. Faz is being shot down by Raga, which is actually a dangerous expedition from short to A side. You mostly are open to everything from CT, from car, from ramp, from actual site. It's actually just very dangerous. Those smokes are going to be used very nicely, though. They're still going to be killed off, and Faz left all alone, not even actually able to get a kill for. As I was saying, after the switch of those halves, Misa will have an opportunity, if they win the pistol round, ooh, nice pick here from M-Star, to somehow make a comeback. To close that buffer, to close that zone, then lock in and get everything blazing their way. M-Star here, edging through on Xbox. Finding Giocardo. Shot through. Fast, though, will catch Demage. Nicely and easily, though. And Adron is left alone. So Misa is going to be closing that slight border. As the bomb is ticking down to an explosion, M-Star, great sniper. He has proven in this matchup more than once. Though, quite, I don't know, unclimactically he loses down to M-Star. And it looks like Zootsta already continuing on with this onslaught, followed by Metrovsky. Kyokardo is left all alone with an MB9. He can't slowly come in through double doors, risking it in, but that's the only thing he can. He doesn't have a diffuse kit. Picks up an AK-47, so that could be putting him on a nice path. If he does not, he actually finds out where he is, starts spraying through. HiGHLiGHTS is burning. He might be actually burnt to death. Yes, he's crispy like bacon. Kyokardo, a little bit of advantage here. But no, actually, Kyokardo comes through and pulls it out nicely. Bertowski toasted, but no, what? No time. Not having that diffuse kit really screwed up HyperSpirit winning that round for them. As bullets come flying, Misa Esports, that's what I'm talking about, focusing in onto that pistol round, providing himself with a chance, and yes, the first round comes. HyperSpirit is looking for a push. At the meantime, Faz is kind of jumping around double doors in B side. Martovsky. A nice little headshot with Vatex. Finish off two players in HyperSpirit. Dimage. Nice little refrag with the Galil. You can do some extra damage. Molotovs fly into A side. They're going to provide a little bit of a toasty situation. No, not much. Edge. M-Star, nice little push in towards middle. Gets A-Drawn, caught off a little bit of a off guard around Palm. He has to watch out for lower tunnels. Gets 2 kills in the meanwhile while he's getting flanked. Critic together with Kyokardo down. Getting those refracts fast right around double doors, holding a bit of an off angle. Gets flashed, semi-flashed, and then shot down by Critic. HyperSpirit could. Ooh, but that missed. No. Ooh, Matrosky actually finishes off here with a deagle. No, Kyokardo now splitting up. He gets flashed. We'll have to probably rotate around. Gets a tap here on Critic. Misses the second one. Tooks out a deagle, but does not connect. Kyokardo on entry into B side. I haven't seen them going for a full rush into B, at least not yet. But Faz is going to control the situation, not able to go out. I mean, he does go out as an entry kill, but at least he takes somebody with him. HyperSpirit using those Molotovs and smoke quite nicely. But M-Star already pushing through car, gets a nice little double. Zootsta as well, following that up. Where's the 4th one? At least not gotten yet. Ragga, with only 20 HP, we'll have to do something better out of that. Was that a... Yeah, that was a fake... That was a fake plant. That will open up a possibility to go both ways, regardless if CT smoked or not. As it looks they're going to be pushing towards B side. Kyokardo already opening an entry into A side. Throws a little nade. M-Star left with only 20 HP. HiGHLiGHTS got a kill on A-Drawn. They are swapping it out here. Ragga. Last one on the scoreboard to get a kill here. Executed quite nicely. Well, let's see if this can continue on. Matrowski starting off with an AWP kill on Critic. Look, goes a little bit higher. It seems that HiGHLiGHTS is aware of a possibility with the AWP, so doesn't really want to peek out. Kyokardo getting a little refrag from Faz. Still, Misa does have the man advantage. M-Star delivering 2 kills. Ragga no longer opping. Dimage picked up like breadcrumbs. HiGHLiGHTS available strat to them. A B-side push. A B-side push which is going off quite nicely, especially as Critic is popping in for an entry frag fast. Push back into backside, doesn't really come down. Oh, but a triple comes through. Searching on the 4K, not really a possibility as Dimage and Ragga holding it down on 2v2. He held down at least the wheel quite nicely on B side. That did not stop them though. Gets shot in now by 95 HP. This man is left on 5. Matrowski getting a shot. Gets refragged. Ragga with the comeback and tying it down. Is already found out by A-Drawn. Ooh, it's gonna be close to A-Drawn with the Galil. Gets a kill. Dimage as well. M-Star and Matrowski are no longer in game. HiGHLiGHTS Whoop! Providing a kill, but HiGHLiGHTS looking for those refrags, ragga as well, and HiGHLiGHTS now left all alone. Well, he can try to stop a side push, picks up a kill. A plant is going in, but ragga doesn't even have to waste bullets. A monster thread. Critic. Nicely done. But there goes one. Okay, so it's an equal 1-1 so far. Galil's going to be traded for an MP9. Actually, no, not the Galil's not even going to be picked up. Couple utility A drawn. With Damage, they'll finish off fast. Flash, though, nonetheless, but that's not going to make too much trouble for them. Adron coming through, Matrowski out, Zoot still with an MP9, and HiGHLiGHTS is left all alone. It looks like HyperSpirit is going to be the winners of this map, at least if HiGHLiGHTS... Nope, yep, there we go. Congratulations to HyperSpirit. CT side, it looks like okay. It's still going to be a push from HyperSpirit towards Brown Halls. Metrovsky is going to be picked up by dual Berettas, but it's always a little bit of a gamble, though. It's quite nice, though. Actually works out quite well on Misa Esports side. They are going to be going for great trades. Of course, a CT-sided map, so it's a bit of a gamble here. Picks up those dual Berettas back from Metrovsky, and they could be doing a push upon B side, but now that the utility is coming into play, they are looking to somehow utilize it quite nicely. HiGHLiGHTS puts it off on Scannic. Actually, I think that's a switch from... wait, who actually was replaced by Scannic? Well, never mind. Scannic is not going to be looking forward on here. HiGHLiGHTS gets Adron Damage with a refrag is a deuce lax. And as we can see, a bit of a game is going to start out now. HiGHLiGHTS and Scannic are great at referring them back and not showing them too much of an advantage to push into B side. Though ragga with the AWP left alone with Critic or see a lot of a bit more engagement of those last five. Fast going around Oil Slick gets Critic, which is, well, unfortunate for him. Ragga left alone in heaven is going to go for a little shot on Fast. Quite actually successful on top of that. Does see a push from behind. Zusta with an AK-47, and what the hell? A no-scope comes through! Two more going for B-side and a flank position. I believe Fast should be... No, it's Zusta on the flank, sorry. Gets side right now, slowly pushing in. Flashes come through. A little bit of utility. Adron will only left with a flash. Actually, doesn't even need to use it. Metrovsky is put down by Galil. And there goes Fast trying to cover for connector, but Damage says, hell no, I'll get a shot in as well. Fast goes down. And continuing on, Adron's pretty much putting on great pressure on Misa. I guess I can see why they picked Train. I'm not sure if it was a fluke or not for Misa Esports to win those 2 extra rounds after their mental fortitude to not give up after losing to a T side, especially while themselves being CT. Could provide something. Ragga, I believe, is boosted up. Yeah, he is boosted up. Zootsta with a blind kill, a nice little blind double. Even though he is flash, he's still able to maintain a great spray control and get a kill. HiGHLiGHTS kind of pissed to back it up. I mean, there's a 2 versus 4. HiGHLiGHTS left on 2 bullets, are going to be taken out by Metrovsky with a USP. In this case, not really surprised. Metrovsky having the AWP doesn't really have. A minute and 20 seconds left in. Bomb still somewhere dropped on site. Picked up, I believe, by HiGHLiGHTS. Yes. They do lose a man in their arsenal, but they are on train to at least go for a plant. They are connecting. Those Zootsta already getting a drum here on ramp. Slimming chances for HyperSpirit to make some kind of a place out of themselves. A little refrag situation, a good trade, but Ragga with the AWP, okay. And I'm really expecting a no-scope just like last round. Actually, that was pretty, well, bad. Kind of gambled on the fact that a minute left to the match. Faz will actually pick up the first kill of the round. Critic does give out information that he's stuck around hell. Adron getting Scannic, a nice little trade so far. Ragga with the AWP actually manages to catch Faz lacking and just gets a nice little shot through. By the way, for a little bit of interaction with chat, Vila MKO 11. A little bit. Misa Sports really took care of that as well, sandwiched them in, let them fight for their own lives. Maybe this time D should be back on the menu as Demar and Adron again was entry kills securing. Ooh, my man Adron picks out a notch to check it out and inspect it at the worst critic with the AU-47. Slowly we're going for a little bit. I'm not even saying a flank here. He goes for a CT push, which he gets 3 kills on top of that, and HyperSpirit. The left, again, alive, continuing on. Oh, and Adron goes for a knife. Actually connects quite nicely. A little rates control here to land onto the train, but will he be able time? Give us that swag 7. And there we go, the staple, yes, a double! Ooh. Scanning and HiGHLiGHTS taken out by the stapler. HyperSpirit follows up with Adron getting those 2 kills. For the love of God, please stop telling everybody the score. Come on, dude. You have to spoil it out here. In terms for audience who can still hear me, and I hope you guys can hear me, my stream just completely broke. I have no image. I am going to be reacting the same way as you are, just on chat. Well, that's going to be an interesting part. Esports so far are lacking in the department of control. A bomb is out, and it looks like, yeah, another victory for HyperSports. Yeah, oh, not much of an advantage right now. I mean, Ivy is being contested, but a flash comes through. Critic, how did he miss 3 shots? That is the biggest question. Zootsta there. We're getting slower and slower to the end. Adron, a great lucky shot on Zootsta, equaling things out. And Misa Esports will have to rush in towards A side or B side, and looks at B side right now. Dimash gets a kill on Scannic. Kyokurdo actually does a friendly fire one, controls the situation quite nicely, goes for a little double, and Mitrovsky now left all alone with an AWP shot on Adron, pulls out the tech now, but no, Dimash closed down that side. All right.